GDV Harja August 4 Falcha, welcome back. So a lovely short simple video talking about the facilities in your school. So let's have a look on will alán áiseanna. Are there alán áiseanna a lot of facilities in your school? Now let's have a look. The first sentence is really H1, H2, and it's quite short, isn't it? It's very short, it's very simple, it's very small. But the grammar in this, not that you need to know it, but the grammar in this is actually very important as well, right? Is only áiste tá sa scoil means there are many facilities. There are many facilities in the school. It's a lovely way of saying there are a lot of facilities in the school. So you don't need to know about the grammar and the ins and outs of it, but just know it's very doable, it's very short, it's very simple. And the impact is actually huge. It's a really nice thing to actually be able to say in Irish. So there's many a facility in the school. Béim Mhór. Béim Mhór is huge emphasis, massive emphasis. So tá, there is Béim Mhór. And what we're going to do is we're going to give our examiner that V sound there. Tá Béim Mhór. There's a big emphasis, stodger, on study. Is Scoil Acadúil, we already mentioned that. It's an academic school. Is Scoil Acadúil I. And here we have that nice expression, an ábhar sin. Can you underline that for yourselves? An ábhar sin means in that regard, in that manner, in that way. Any of those translations would be perfect. And it's kind of a filler, it's buying you a little bit of time. An ábhar sin, in that regard, tá neart áiseanna fáil don dáilta. Now let's go for that fáil first. Fáil means available. So tá, there are, neart áiseanna, lots of facilities, fáil, available, and don means today, dáilta, student. Quite similar to English. And we've got that nice expression as well, curda magas, which means I give you the case, I give you the example. Tá, there are, síorthalanna, laboratories, seomra ceoil, a music room, seomra riomhairí, a computer room, and seomra dachnamíocht bhaile. A little bit long, but worth it. Seomra dachnamíocht bhaile. So let's get the V sound first of all in this. So the V sound here for bhaile. So seomra, a room, dachnamíocht bhaile for home economics. So here's a nice little piece of advice. Some schools don't have an awful lot of facilities, and that's fine. You can literally put the word seomra in front of a subject and you've made a kind of a facility. Seomra mata, a maths room. Seomra barla, an English room. Seomra Gaeilge, an Irish room. So if you're kind of struggling, you can just pop the word seomra in front of a few subjects like Irish, English, maths, and you've created a facility. Do you remember this expression we had in the previous videos? Den chéad scoth means first rate, top rate, first class, top class, excellent. So tá, there are, áiseanna den chéad scoth, first class facilities, top rate facilities. Comáile, as well as, so comáile, seomra stadger, a study room, a study hall. So it can be a seomra stadger or hala stodger. There's no difference. Whichever one you want to use, that's fine. Now here's this word, atá. Atá means which is. Atá. Huas staire. Do not pronounce that H. Or sorry, do not pronounce that T. Huas staire. And do not pronounce the GH in the middle of that as well. Upstairs. We've got an infinitive in this one as well. Ar guid stodger a dhéanamh, which means to do our study. To do our study. Now the first part of that, let's get that for you though. Is féidirling. We are able. Is féidirling. We are able. Ar guid stodger a dhéanamh, to do our study. And if you feel like you can add on a little bit more, le linn na hithe, during the night. So if you do night study, that's your sentence that we have. Now we've got a couple of things that we can use as well depending on the facilities. The heart of a bhfuil cafe, shoppi agus béalan a gin ní bhíonn scúnaí móra ag am susa. So the heart of a bhfuil is a really top tier phrase to use, and it means on account that there is or on account that there are. So again, in Irish, we don't need the singulars and plural. It's just that one statement does everything for you, whether it's 1 or whether it's 100. It's English that you have to pick singulars and plurals and you match it up all the time. We actually don't have that really in Irish at all. So the heart of it go will. Let's go for on account that there are, because we've got shops, cafes and restaurants here. So on account that there are a cafe, shoppa, a shop, and a bíolann, a restaurant. Ní bhíonn, there aren't. Scúdú Móra, big queues. So remember, put the noun first in Irish and then the adjective. Scrúdú Móra, it's quite like French. Ag amsosa, at, and then amsosa, lunchtime. Seomra Cadribh is a recreational room. So most schools have a recreation room. Maybe if you're in 6th year, you have a special couple of rooms where 6th years can go, and usually there's kind of couches and kind of chill out areas and stuff like that. So it's a Seomra Cadribh is like, it's a rec room. So tá, there is Seomra Cadribh, a recreational room. Is féidir, síos agus do chóra a dhéanamh. Let's go for the first part, or the middle part here, right? It's my infinitive. Síos, to sit down. To sit down, it's the infinitive. And I have another infinitive here as well. Do chóra a dhéanamh. Do chóra a dhéanamh. Now first thing is, let's get your pronunciation done right. That has to get a Y sound. A dhéanamh. So do chóra a dhéanamh means to have a chat. Except in Irish we say to make chat. Do chóra a dhéanamh, to make chat, to make talk, to make small talk. So let's go back and get your first part. Is féidir. We are able. So bring the sentence for me together, right? Tá, there is, Seomra Cadribh, a rec room. Is féidir, we are able, síos, to sit down, and do chóra a dhéanamh, to make a chat, to have a chat. Maybe your school is quite sporty, so you'd want to tell me that there are sports facilities. So tá, there are, áiseanna sport, sports facilities, cuma as well. Park Pella, there is a pitch. And Sportlan Mór Milteach. Sportlan we know is the word for a gym, right? But I'm going to add on 2 adjectives. Mór Milteach means massive and huge. So Sportlan Mór Milteach, a massive, huge gym. Méadú is my word for an extension. So Curú méadú leis an scoil. An extension was put leis an scoil, to the school, and 3 bliana ó shin, 3 years ago. So curú méadú leis an scoil 3 bliana ó shin. Chríochnaigh siad, so they finished. Chríochnaigh siad, they finished. An obair, their work. And then an bhliain seo caite, an bhliain seo caite last year. And then we're going to throw in a little buíochas mór le dia. Thank God. Now, nice small bit of facilities. You don't need to drag any more out of facilities. Tell me a few academic facilities. If you've got sports facilities, perfect. And if you have shops or canteens or restaurants, tell me. But that's pretty much it. But that's pretty what kind of all we need to really talk about in that. Now, what I'm looking forward to showing you is actually talking about your subjects. I'm going to show you some really nice, different, unique ways to actually get huge marks in talking about the subject and how many subjects you are doing. So follow me over. Nice, short, simple video, and we'll get you done and dusted on that. A chairde, go to me, Mágah.